Why, hello. This is Sister Joy, your inspirational mountain mama. I want to thank you for tuning in today. I want to talk to you on today's topic, which is use what you got to get what you need. You know, all of us have something special we can do. Maybe you got an idea. Or maybe you're good with your hands. Or maybe you got a special talent. But you're just sitting there waiting. I'm here to tell you, you gotta use what you got to get what you need. Have you ever met anybody that, and you're probably guilty of this just like I am too. I've been this way myself. One day, I'm gonna build me a great big house one day. When my finances get straight. Oh, one day. I'll tell you one day I'm going back to school. I'm going to get my education once I learn how to read. Oh, I'll tell you, one day I'm going to write that book. You know, honey, I got a lot of stories to tell. And one day I'm going to write that book, but I got to learn how to do it first. When I have the time, I'm going to do it. You know, time waits for no man. If you're going to do it, you got to do it now. Use what you got to get what you need. I don't care who you are or where you come from. You got a starter. There's something that you got. Look around yourself. Think about it. Write down. Look at yourself, what talents and abilities and skills you have, and figure out a plan of action and then put it into action. If you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for somebody to discover you, honey, you're going to be one of those old people saying, oh, I woulda, coulda, shoulda. I would have done it if somebody had helped me. I could have been the greatest star in the world if only somebody could give me a push or discover me. Oh, I woulda, coulda, shoulda. Don't you be one of those people. Listen, some of the most famous people in the world that have built hospitals and schools and businesses and done all kinds of great things, they started with nothing. They started with nothing but an idea. But they used it. They put it into action. And they were able to help many, many people. You know, one of the great ones that I think about right now, I read his book. I've never met him. But I thought his background is quite remarkable. He was just an ordinary man, but he's done extraordinary things. And his name is Farrah Gray. That's Farrah, almost like Farrah Fawcett, but it's Farrah Gray, Gray. And he wrote a book called Zillionaire. I'm sorry, not Zillionaire, Realionaire, Reallionare, Realionaire. You ought to read it. But anyway, this young man became a self-made millionaire at 14 years of age. He was the youngest person to have an office on Wall Street. And guess what? He wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Some of us think you gotta be. He grew up in the projects on the south side of Chicago. But he said his mother used to tell him when he was a kid, said a library card is the best friend any poor kid can have. And she introduced him to the library and books. And you know what? I'm in total agreement about the library, because here is all the wealth of the world sitting right in our midst. And how many of us use it? You know, you can go to the library and find anything, any book you want on any subject matter. If it's something you want to do, somebody's written something about it. And if you can't read and you need to find a service to help you do that, they'll help you do that too. In fact, anything you want to know, if you can't find it, just ask a librarian. You know, they get paid to dig for information, and they'll get in there and dig and help you and point you in the right direction. Use what you got. Use what you got to get what you need. Anyway, back to my story. Fire Gray, he became a self-made millionaire at 14. He didn't have much, but he had determination, and he had a lot of spunk about it, and he knew how to hustle. And he started out selling rocks that he picked up and painted for himself and sold them as bookends door to door, along with some homemade lotion that he came up with. And those two little ideas started him on his way to become a wealthy man. What's your idea? What are you sitting on? Been sitting on a gold mine for years. Isn't it time to get started? To get up and be about making it happen? You know you can. Just use what you got. Use what you got and you'll get what you need. Well, my time is at hand. My mother always told me, said, when you go somewhere, don't stay too long. You're where you're welcome out. So I'm going to close now. But you know, I want to leave you with something Abraham Lincoln said. It's about waiting. He said, you know, good things come to those who wait, but only what's left over from those who hustle. Use what you got to get what you need. This is Sister Joy signing off now. But I want you to know that I love you. God bless you. And I'm seeing just tons and tons of great things happening for you. Till next week, good Lord willing, and the creek gonna rise. See you then. Bye-bye.